What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be replacing some suspension parts on the BMW X5. Now I've noticed the last few weeks I've been getting some steering wheel vibrations out of nowhere, and I know it's not a tire imbalance because it kind of happened so suddenly. And I've also been hearing some kind of suspension noise, especially when I'm pulling out of the driveway here. I can hear like a clunking noise coming from the driver's side area when I go over any kind of speed bumps, or even like I said, like when I'm going out of the driveway. So I definitely can hear something loose or going out. If you worked on any kind of European cars, it's kind of hard to narrow down exactly which arm, what is causing the noise, because these tend to have a lot of control arms, unlike regular American car where it's got upper and lower control arms, and like end links. These things could have multiple arms on the bottom and top, kind of making it a little bit hard to narrow down what's actually making the noise. But I'm gonna give you guys kind of a clue on what to look for and what will pinpoint exactly which arm to replace. First, we got to get this thing in the garage and get the truck out of here. So
3 hours later.
alright guys, we got the wheel off. And if you're like new to the automotive industry, you're kind of new to as far as cars, and you're trying to pinpoint this yourself, it can kind of be a little overwhelming. But obviously you're going to grab every suspension component and try to move it around to look for the obvious, to see what's loose. But like on this one, a couple weeks ago when I looked at this, everything was pretty tight. Nothing was obvious, like nothing was obviously torn or ripped. Here we got upper control arm. We have the sway bar end links here, just look pretty good too. There's no play at all in this lower control arm, which these could go out. The ball joint itself has no play as well. And then we have this arm right here. This is called a tension arm, or a tension strut arm. In a lot of these vehicles, the bushing itself is kind of hard to tell whether it's torn out because it's kind of hidden inside of a lot of the components here. But one obvious sign to look for that will give it away, as far as give it away what is actually making the noise and what is actually torn or busted, is if you look for this fluid here, the signs of this rust. See that rust looking fluid or stain right there? It'll start looking like it's like that. So when you start seeing stuff like that around any kind of bushing, that will tell you, or should tell you, that this bushing has actually busted. These are liquid filled, and when you start seeing that kind of rust around any kind of suspension components, that's a good sign that that bushing has given away and it's busted. So more than likely this is what needs to be replaced. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it. Got my wrench here. It's a 1 1/16 wrench. Went ahead and sprayed it with a little bit of WD-40 just to kind of make sure it comes off without any problems here. So we went ahead and just lowered the bottom shield here so we can get access to the back side of the bolt. And we removed the 8mm bolt from here, 8mm bolt from here, so we can go ahead and lower the shield down so we can get access to the nut that is on the inside here. So now we can see the nut here, so we can put a wrench on that 18mm nut. Hey, you ready? Arm is out. Now we need to loosen it from the actual knuckle itself. It's still stuck in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a hammer, hit it right here on the knuckle. All right. looks like you might have to remove the CV axle, but as long as you turn this arm as far towards you as you can, you should be able to just slide it out of there. And you don't have to remove anything else. Now, that's kind of what I was talking about, is this thing leaked out all the juice, so you can tell it was leaking out. So this thing definitely failed. Even though the bushing looks like it's still good, it's done. So you can tell it's leaked out. That's why it's stained the subframe there where it connects. So we'll grab our new one and put it up to this one, just to confirm that it's the right one and the right side, which it should. Yep, it's the right one. Like I said, the new one does come with a new nut, and I don't use a different style nut here. It's not the, we don't really use the old one, so it's an actual regular size nut. I'm not exactly sure what size this is, but I'm sure I have the socket. Alright, let's see if we can get this arm back in there. This new one. Might be a little bit tougher since the ball joint itself is not as loose as the other one, but I don't see why I shouldn't be able to get this thing in here. May have to just play with the angles here, but there we go. Slide it on there so it doesn't sneak out of there on us. We'll swing this arm back in here. That's in there. There we go. Alright guys, got everything all torqued down and back in place. I'm going to go ahead and put the wheel back on, take it out for a test drive. A lot better, it feels a lot stiffer actually. The suspension actually feels even tighter than what it was before, so definitely fixed the problem. Alright guys, just got done driving the BMW and problems have been solved. No more vibration, no more weird noises coming out of the driveway. The driveway is on the freeway going like 80 miles an hour, zero vibration in the steering wheel. That definitely solved the problem. So like I said guys, if you are running into any kind of abnormal vibrations or weird noises coming from your front end, definitely take a look at your suspension and look for those signs, like I said, of rust around any of those joints. And if you see that, definitely replace that part, because that part has failed and it's gonna get worse. If you guys found this video helpful, please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.